Yo, what's up, Pisces? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of February 2018. Pisces, I was taking a look at several planetary aspects this month, and I noticed a trend. I noticed that some of you might have a secret attraction for someone. So not all of you do, but some of you do. You do have a secret situation with someone, or if it's not an actual secret situation, potentially it's just a secret attraction. Now, this attraction might be to someone who's more mysterious, and then you start to get some information. You start to get some more information as the month goes along. The aspects in the second half of the month suggest that this person might be someone who values themselves a lot. They might be someone who's more assertive. So they may even come across as a bit authoritative sometimes, but that's their natural disposition. They may just have a dominant personality. Now, there's also a new moon partial solar eclipse in this area for you that has to do with secrets. So eclipse has to do with your fate and your life path. So potentially some of you have a fated secret circumstance that's coming in the 6 months that follow February 15th, when the new moon partial solar eclipse is going to hit. Now, the sun is in this area of secrets too. So the position of the sun in the sky throughout February 2018, or at least for the first 3 weeks of the month, reinforces what I just said. So the sun's going to be in this area of secrets. This area has to do with letting go. So Pisces, if there's any outdated situations in your life that are no longer serving you, it's time to let go, because guess what? When the sun shifts into your sign on February 18th, that's going to be a time of new beginnings for you. So you want to take your eyes off the rear view mirror. You don't want to drag any old baggage into your new solar new year that's going to occur on February 18th. So obviously the calendar new year is January 1st, but your solar new year is when the sun shifts into your sign. On February 18th is a time of new beginnings for you. Those are the main themes for you, Pisces, for the month of February 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on February 1st, Saturn is aspecting Juno. And Juno has to do with soulmates. So if you want to find a soulmate, then just look for where Juno is. And right now, Juno is in this area that has to do with secrets. So potentially some of you are secretly attracted to someone, and this person might be a soulmate, Pisces, and this is someone that you might be able to connect with via social media. Saturn's in this area of social media right now, and Saturn has to do with something long term. So when Juno and Saturn aspect each other, it's something that's pretty significant. So if you know anybody's secret in your life who you can connect with via social media, potentially this person might be the right person for you. That's obviously not going to be the case for all of you. On February 3rd, the sun is opposing the north node. So sun on this end of the sky, north node this end of the sky. They're facing off. They're making an exact opposition to each other. So what this one suggests is that some of you might just be exhausted. Some of you might be overworked. Work is really burning you out. You probably work too much, or you're just really busy in your daily life. So your daily circumstances are so busy and you're just really exhausted, Pisces, some of you. And some of you would probably enjoy to maybe even get some fitness in. I know, some of you, Pisces, you're really a mixed bag when it comes to fitness. Some of you are really into working out. Others of you not so much. But if you are on the end of a Pisces that does like to work out, potentially you might even be too tired to work out on February 3rd. On February 8th, Mercury is aspecting your ruler, Neptune, which is in your sign. And this is secret conversation. So Mercury's in this area that has to do with secrets, Pisces, and it's aspecting Neptune, which is in your sign. And Neptune is the planet of illusion. So some of you might be purposefully trying to create an illusion by yourself so that you can talk in secret to someone in your life. So think about it, Pisces, who in your life fits that description. And others of you might be communicating about letting go, because Mercury's in this area of letting go. Or if you're not actually communicating about it, you might be thinking about it. You might be thinking about there might be a situation in your life that's outdated and it's time to let go. That's going to happen right around February 18th. You're going to probably start thinking about that if that's resonating with you. Like I just mentioned, on February 12th, Mars is aspecting Uranus, the planet of the unexpected. So expect the unexpected on February 12th. This one has to do with your career. This one has to do with the area where you earn your money. So think about it. What's coming up that's unexpected? What could come up? Well, I mean, the way Uranus works is it's really just going to take you by surprise. So sometimes there's just things that just come out of left field when Uranus is in the mix, and especially when it aspects Mars. So this is something that's just coming up really spontaneously right around February 12th. It could happen in your professional life. Potentially for others of you, this might have to do with your money situation. So look out for that one right around February 12th. On February 15th, there's a new moon partial solar eclipse in your area of secrets. This is an area that's very private and hidden. So the way a new moon works, it's going to hit on February 15th, the 6 months that follow February 15th. Potentially some of you are going to be entering into some sort of clandestine situation. So some of you do have some secrets coming in if you don't have them already. Potentially there's going to be some secret meetings for some of you. There's going to be secret conversations potentially. For others of you, this might be about letting go. So in the 6 months that follow February 15th, and this has to do with your fate, Pisces, because it's a partial solar eclipse. So when it's an eclipse, this isn't any normal new moon. Yeah, we have new moons pretty much almost every month in different areas that happen in your life, but this one's a new moon partial solar eclipse. So because it's an eclipse, this is the universe's way of suggesting that, hey, Pisces, this is pretty significant. So take a look at what's going to happen here, and this might have to do with letting go for some of you. Some of you might be going along with an outdated situation for so long. It's a tired situation. You're probably tired of it. And the new moon's going to hit on February 15th, the 6 months that follow February 15th, potentially some sort of letting go of an outdated situation in your life, Pisces. So what this is going to do is this is just going to free up space for someone or something better to come into your life. On February 20th, Mercury is aspecting Pluto. Mercury is in your sign on February 20th. And its aspect to Pluto suggests that some of you do have a sultry attraction to someone who you know from social media, potentially. Some of you might be DMing this person. Some of you might be Facebook messaging this person, or vice versa, or back and forth. Some of you might be communicating about yourselves on February 20th because Mercury is the planet of communication. So when it's in your sign, it has to do with communicating about yourself. So some of you might be communicating about yourselves on social media on February 20th, or you could just be communicating with someone who you know from social media. Potentially you might be talking about yourself. This might be more of a profound conversation because Pluto's in the mix. So typically Pluto's not interested in having trivial conversations, but it's an interesting paradox on February 20th because you have Mercury, which is about, Mercury wants to talk about things that are more lighthearted, more upbeat, and Pluto wants to go deeper. So this conversation may bounce back and forth on February 20th. Any conversation you're having on February 20th it might go back and forth from, you have moments of lightheartedness, but then you also have moments that are more sincere. They're more about depth. They're more profound, and that you'll see that happen right around February 20th. On February 22nd, Saturn is aspecting Ceres, the largest asteroid in our solar system, and Ceres is retrograding, and there's high sides to Ceres, and there's more negative sides to Ceres, and I'd say for more of a high side of Ceres, this is you. A high side of Ceres would be nurturance, so maybe you're going to be nurturing a work situation, something that you really care about, and you want to do a great job. And, its angle to Saturn is potentially suggesting that you might want to make some adjustments in what you're doing in your work situation. Now, for others of you, this might have to do with your daily life. Potentially, you're trying to make some adjustments in your daily life. And for others of you, this might have to do with your fitness or your diet routine. If you're a Pisces that doesn't work out at all, potentially right around February 22nd, you might want to make a change. You might want to start trying to figure out how to integrate some fitness into your life. No fitness is not good at all. And for you Pisces who are fitness gurus, then obviously this is going to be adjustments that you might be thinking about making in your current fitness routine. Now, more negative sides of Ceres have to do with separation. So some of you might be separating from a daily circumstance that you have going right now in order to pursue something different with potentially somebody who you know from social media. And Saturn's in this area that has to do with social media right around February 22nd. And Saturn is the planet of long term. So potentially if this is resonating with you, then obviously this is going to be a pretty significant thing. I'm not saying all Pisces are going to go splitting up and separating their situations because they're meeting someone else on social media, but that might be the case for some of you. Now, for others of you, this might just be an imbalance between your work life and your social life. So some of you are at work too much, and you don't have enough time for your social life, and others of you, it's vice versa. Potentially you have too much free time, too much social life, too much messing around on social media, not enough being serious about work. So it's going to be one or the other. It's going to resonate differently for all of you. You'll probably see whatever it is for you right around February 22nd. On February 25th, Mercury's in your sign. It's aspecting Pallas Athena, which is an asteroid, and Pallas Athena has to do with wisdom. So potentially some of you are chatting with someone who's more intellectual, or someone who's really smart right around February 25th. Some of you might be talking about yourselves. Once again, Mercury's in your sign on February 25th, but this is a great day to have intellectual conversations while Mercury aspects the asteroid Pallas Athena on February 27th. Venus is in your sign and it's aspecting Pluto. So this suggests a sultry attraction. Now you must be really feeling the love right around February 27th because you have Venus in your sign. So this is going to make you magnetic. Whoever's attracted to you is really going to want you. They're really going to desire you. And Pluto is an erotic attraction. So you have Venus, which is more about romance and a love attraction, and it's aspecting positively to Pluto, which is more about the erotic. So you have both elements there. So whoever you know from social media, potentially, like especially because Pluto's in this area of social media, you might be sexually attracted to this person. You might be connecting with this person somehow right around February 27th. For others of you, this might be somebody who you know from your friendships, but it's going to resonate differently for all of you. But I think that's all I have for you this month, Pisces. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram as Gregory Furlan Astrology. I post daily astrology there. Make sure to give me a follow there. And I'm on Facebook, so make sure to give me a like there. Thank you. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.